Inno3D GeForce RTX 2080 Ti iChill Black Review. The Inno3D GeForce RTX 2080 Ti iChill Black is the most high-end model of Inno3D, and we tested it. The GeForce RTX 2080 Ti is already the fastest, but can Inno3D with its iChill Black take it a step further with water cooling and a display? It took some time, but recently the first RTX 2080 Ti from Inno3D finally arrived in our test lab. And the wait was rewarded, because with the iChill Black we immediately tested the most luxurious version of this manufacturer. As with the recently viewed EVGA RTX 2080 Ti FTW3 Ultra Gaming, we suspect that Inno3D also suffers from limited deliveries of the TU102 chips used on the RTX 2080 Ti. Be that as it may, we have piloted the video card through our extensive set of benchmarks and share our findings with you in this article. The Inno3D RTX 2080 Ti iChill Black is a water-cooled video card. The size of the card itself is still relative to the Founders Edition, but you have to take into account a radiator that also has to be placed in your housing. There must also be some space around your motherboard, because the black and gray video card takes just over 2 slots. From your power supply, there are still cables to run to fill the two 8-pin PEG connectors on the card. The manufacturer recommends at least a power supply of 650 watts, and the T/P of the iChill Black with 335 watts is exactly 75 watts higher than the Founders Edition. All that heat away from the video card Inno3D on the iChill Black, so with a water cooler, in this case made by Arctic. The water block on the map itself covers the entire map, so that in addition to the PU, the memory and the power supply are included. The water pump is also neatly included, and is on the end of the card concealed under the shroud. The radiator has a matching dark gray color and contains two Arctic P12 PWM 120mm fans to complete the cooling. The radiator itself is 3.5 cm thick and the hoses are 35 cm long and reinforced to prevent kinks. The system is completely closed, as with other all-in-one water coolers, and should be maintenance-free for the user. Now that the different turbo technologies are becoming more and more sophisticated, it is becoming more and more important for the ultimate performance during gaming whether the cooling is sufficient to keep the clock speed at a high level. After all, if the card becomes too hot after a few minutes and the clock frequency drops, performance will also deteriorate. That is why we also do an endurance test, which shows whether the performances achieved remain feasible even after a longer period of time. The endurance test means that we let project cars run automatically for half an hour. In the meantime, we keep an eye on the clock speeds and temperatures by writing them out every second to a log file. Afterwards, we analyze that data to arrive at the graph below. After half an hour, the stable clock frequency of the RTX 2080 Ti iChill Black comes out at 1995 MHz. That is very high for a 2080 Ti, and we see that the successive video card already works 30 MHz slower. The iChill Black comes in the endurance test at a 212 MHz higher clock rate than the Founders Edition, which is an advantage of no less than 12%. The Inno3D GeForce RTX 2080 Ti iChill Black is an extreme video card, no matter how you look at it. He is fast, big, expensive, heavy and easily beats the competition. Inno3D allows the TU102 GPU to run effortlessly at a clock speed of as much as 2 GHz, which of course benefits performance. You might expect that there is a considerable noise production and high temperature involved, but nothing is less true. The iChill Black is, thanks to its large water cooler, the quietest RTX 2080 Ti we have tested so far, and also the best cooled. The iChill Black is, in addition to its excellent performance and remarkably low noise production, also a special video card due to the built-in LCD screen. If you position the card with a PSI riser, you get the most out of the display on the bottom. We would have preferred to see that the content shown here can be fully determined. Whether there can be any question of cheap RTX 2080 Tis with the current prices is a point of discussion. The fact is that the Inno3D RTX 2080 Ti Chill Black is one of the most expensive 2080 Ts with a target price of €1,600. There are particularly good cooling and ultimate performance. Are you looking for the fastest RTX 2080 Ti that you can barely hear? Then you end up at Inno3D's iChill Black, which we provide with a well-deserved Ultimate Product Award.